Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Daene. If you haven't already, please click the like button and subscribe down below. Today I'm going to be showing you how I keep my horse's coat in top condition through grooming and nutrition, and also you'll get to have a little bit of a snippet of me riding today. So stay tuned and let's get straight into the video.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world.
So through the nutrition side of things for Koda, I make sure that she is fed a balanced diet, and I do that through using Feed XL. This is not sponsored in any way, shape or form, but I use Feed XL because I can look at and enter into the exact things and weights that I give Koda, the types of grass that she is fed and the amount of access she has to the grass and hay, and it calculates everything including the daily costs of what I'm feeding, so that I know exactly how much money I'm spending per day or how often I need to reorder these items. And it tells me through a nutrient graph as well as a table exactly what she's missing out on or needs more of, and I can tailor the diet to her based on that. Sorry, I'm just checking if I'm too close. So now that you know exactly what I use to figure out whether my horse's diet is balanced or not, I'll get on to what I am feeding her. So I am currently feeding Koda twice a day, morning and night. You don't have to do that. I could just give her a night feed, but I do that because at the moment we're resting the grass. So she is in her paddock with a round bell at the moment for the majority of the day and night. She comes out for about 2 hours of the day, 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening before they get their breakfast or their dinner. I'm not going to go into the quantities of the food that I get because every horse is different, every horse holds their weight differently, so I don't think it's necessary. I can do a what I feed my horses video if you'd like to see that. But she gets fed Fiber Protect, which is a fermented alfalfa chaff mix basically, which is really good for ulcers. She gets fed salt. She gets fed apple cider vinegar with garlic, both morning and night, salt only in the mornings. She also gets the Pharmalogica Equine Bite and Min Omega Plus, which is the premium blend plus the Omega balancer basically. She's on that for coat condition as well as to make up for any trace minerals or vitamins that she might be missing out on, based on the fact that I'm currently not feeding her a pelleted feed because she is maintaining her weight really well on just grass and hay and the chaff. So that makes up for that, as well as the fact that the omega in it helps boost the immunity of horses, as well as acts as a resistance to bugs and biting insects, which we know she has issues with, having allergic reactions to those bites. So I've had her on it for 2 weeks now, and I'm no longer seeing any bites on her at all. So in the video beforehand you can see she's probably got 2 lumps on her and that's it. So it's really great. So she gets that morning and night. The only thing she only gets in the morning is salt, because I don't want to give her too much salt. As well as that, at the moment she has access to free choice hay with a slow feeder hay net over the top of it. It is just Rhodes grass hay, and like I said, she gets 2 hours of access to grass at the moment, only because we're resting. So in 2 weeks time we will no longer be resting the grass, and she'll be back on that for 8 hours a day. So that is what I feed her. That is the nutrition side of what makes my horse's coat so shiny. And I have noticed recently that dapples are starting to pop up through her coat, which is awesome. It's really nice to see. That is a combination of really good grooming and nutrition. So not just nutrition, it is really important to circulate the skin to create good coat growth and coat condition. So what I'll do now is I'll pop you over to past Daene to touch on the grooming side of things. If anyone has any recommendations for like a super soft face brush for Koda, because she is not very happy with getting her face brushed. This is fairly soft and flexible, but she obviously wants something a bit softer because she doesn't like her face being brushed. And then for the tail, I actually like to go through it with this Detangling brush, which is just one of the ones you can actually get from the supermarket. It's a human grade one. Basically it's designed to pull out less hair on your head, but also less hair on the horse's tail. And I go through her tail really slowly because she's got quite a thin tail, and I've been trying for a long time to get it thicker, and it's finally getting thicker, so I really need to look after it. It gets washed once a week if I can. If sometimes I miss out because of work, and it doesn't get brushed every single day either. I leave it in a tail bag whenever she's in the paddock. The only time she has it out is pretty much when she's riding or if she's having a naked day without any rugs on. So yeah, this is what I use, and I section it out and I go very, very, very slowly and very carefully through her tail. So I'm always holding above where I'm brushing to stop any breakage, because obviously you can see how long a horse's tail is. If you pull out a couple of hairs, it's going to take a very long time for it to grow back to this length. And you can see in here, I'm not sure if you can see, there's new growth. You can see those shorter strands of hair, which is new growth coming through, which is awesome. Okay, so what I like to do with the top sections, because it's quite thick up here, is I actually like to brush it sideways to get it out of her little butt crack, because it tends to get stuck in there, and that's when she'll pee and poo all over it. It also is sort of holding it in the tightest part of the tail bag as well, so it's good to get that out, get it brushed, get the skin flakes out from underneath. And I like to pull out the top parts as well, just to get a little bit more air into it. And that is how I brush out her tail to try and get it thicker. And it's so much thicker than what it was when I first got her. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes. Because when I first got her, I used to just yank through her tail all the time, and she already had quite a thin tail, and now it's actually a decent tail. you've got all these bits here which are growing back, and I reckon that these are from 4 years ago when I first got her and I was brushing, and that's how long it's taken to get it to grow down to halfway down the tail. Beautiful. A lot of people are interested in the colour of her tail as well. It's tri-coloured because she's a Clydie cross, which is a common gene in Clydesdales to have a tri-coloured tail. And then so she's got black in there, she's got a little bit of chestnut, and she's got white. It's pretty interesting, very interesting tail. And it's interesting as well because it's gotten lighter as she's gotten older. So when I first got her, it was actually quite black, and now it's like mainly white. So there you go.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. Look away so you won't see, cause the pain is in my eyes. Feels like I could break it any moment and shatter your insides. If you feel my mind, call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I need. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I promise, now's not the right time. Yeah, I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. I would rather lie, I would rather lie. I don't wanna fight, I would rather lie to you. If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you. Call me all night long. Try to give you hints and a hard to see. Right on the line, no. Losing it on you's the last thing I If I'm honest, I'll just make you cry. And I don't wanna fight with you, I would rather lie to you.
Okay, so I just finished up riding Koda. I focused a lot on her. I'm still on her. I focused a lot on her canter work because she's tending to suck back in her canter, so she goes really, really slow and short, and she sucks her neck in. So I'm trying to just push her out and more forward, just so she can get a little bit more elevation in the canter as well. And we really worked a lot on her trot today. She's still quite short and proppy, but I think it's just a habit now that she's gotten into, because she's not sore anywhere. She's had the saddle refitted and everything, and I was able to push her out into a nice trot. It's just really difficult because we're on such inconsistent ground. We're on declines and everything like that. So she speeds up and then she gets all short and proppy because I'm asking her to come back. So yeah, I got some good work out of her. Hopefully soon I'll be able to ride on a flat surface and see how she goes there, see if that makes a difference, because it is obviously quite hard on both of us to ride on ground like this. But other than that, she was really good. She was yeah, really, really nice. I'm really happy with how she went today.